Off the Hanger, the fashion podcast where we delve deep into our guests' wardrobes, finding out their favourite fashion pieces and the stories behind them. This week's guest is Keira O'Mara, the founder of accessories brand Scott Samuel. I hope you enjoy this episode, and if you do, please remember to share it with a friend. Keira, thank you so much for being a guest on Off the Hanger. It is really lovely to chat to you. I'm super excited to look at that rail. Oh, there's some pieces already that are really catching my eye. But also, I'd love to know a little bit about your brand, because as an accessories lover, your brand is right up my street.
Oh, thank you. And thank you so much for having me. I've been really excited to do this. So, yeah. So you want to know a bit about my brand. So I have an accessories, handbags and accessories brand called Scott Samuel, which has been going for the last 2.5 years and is started as a bit of a hobby, and then turned into a business. And basically I get to go shopping, and I'm a big bag lover. So I get to go shopping for other people instead of me.
Oh, how exciting. And there's so many gorgeous pieces on there. And I actually think accessories are a crucial part of our everyday outfits. They are an absolute make or break to an outfit.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm never knowingly under accessorized.
I saw that quote from Coco Chanel the other day that was about, before you go out, you must always take off one accessory. And I'm like, no, that seems so stupid. Before I go out, I'm putting another one on. I don't need to have less.
Yeah. That's me.
Now, were you always into fashion?
So it's been a bit of a roundabout route to where I am now in terms of my business. But I think, yes, I've always liked clothes, always liked. I remember getting a bag from my auntie, and I must have been about 7 or 8. She brought me this leather bag back from Morocco, and I was just like, wow. And I just wore this. I think I've probably slept with the bag. I took this bag everywhere, and I've loved accessories ever since. But clothes have always been a big thing for me. Yeah, definitely.
And will that bag be your earliest fashion memory, would you say?
You know what? I don't know where it is. It's probably my. I thought you were going to say, have I brought it? Yes, it probably is definitely one of them. I can probably go back earlier though in terms of fashion memories. My mum used to have a great selection of tartan blouses and dungarees. Corduroy dungarees, denim dungarees, and always the blouse. I seem to remember, and she'll correct me if I'm wrong, she will, that they always had a little bit of a detail somewhere, so they might have to be like piped around the edge or some kind of pretty little detail to make it a bit more girly. And then I remember, I don't know if you remember the brand Cloth Kits.
Yes, yeah.
In the 70s, they used to do these dresses, and you could either buy the pattern and make the dress, which my mum didn't, or you could buy the finished version. And I just remember dresses with beautiful patterns on, summer dresses with flowers on, and like a frill at the shoulder. and when you asked me this question, and I started to think about it, I thought, this is all coming together now. Now I see where I love all of these details and where they all appeared in my current wardrobe. It dates back that far.
Yeah, because I remember as a teen, kind of being a 90s teenager, that we definitely didn't have like big puff shoulders and big sleeves and frills and things. Everything was a lot kind of cleaner and very simpler in silhouettes. And I'm like, I'm quite here for it now. I enjoy a big sleeve and a puff shoulder, and I think it's really balancing on the frame.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. I definitely think that some of those were in my wardrobe. Probably, I think maybe I'm a bit older than you. But 90s was, and teen years were obviously a bit different fashion-wise. I'm trying to remember that. I'm trying to remember what I wore then. I remember those MC Hammer kind of pants.
Oh, yeah.
In garish patterns that I saved my pocket money and got from the market.
Oh my goodness. Now, what is the oldest thing in your wardrobe?
So the thing that I wanted to find, I can't find, but I'll probably tell you about it anyway if we've got enough time. But I did find this, which is probably a similar age, and pretty impressive that it's still going very strong. So this is a leather pencil skirt, which I bought in my first year at university. So it is about 28 years old. It's from Warehouse. It still fits, woohoo! And this skirt has been on a lot of nights out and to a lot of parties. Yeah, so that's the oldest item that I could find. Um, I also got a jacket that I really wanted to show you. That was the coat that my mum bought me to go to university. Um, and I have got it somewhere. I don't know whether I put it in the loft. It's like a sizzly jacket. It almost looks like an American, one of those vintage American police jackets. It's black, kind of padded, and it had a big fur collar and silver detailing on it, and it was brilliant. Yeah, a fabulous jacket. I felt the business arriving at university in that.
I love that they're still going. Is that skirt real leather?
The skirt is real leather, yeah, and it's
Yeah, which is why it's still going. I think with
really good. Yeah, really good quality, and it's lined. You probably, and do you know how much it cost me? £15 in the sale.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're not getting anything real leather for £15 now. You're not even getting a wallet, are you, at that price? Now, what's the piece in your wardrobe that gets the most compliments?
The most compliments. This was really hard, really hard. But I've gone with this jacket, which is a vintage lilac mohair jacket that my mum found in a charity shop. It's from Edinburgh Woolen Mill originally. I know that because I've tracked down several others since in different colours. But whenever I've worn that, it's like it's oversized, so it's really kind of boxy on me. Yeah, lots of compliments to the point of people saying, "Oh my god, I want one," and I've then gone and helped them find one on Vinted or eBay.
It is incredible. That colour with your hair is amazing. But just the mohair texture of it, the fact it's vintage, the silhouette, it's perfection. I love that.
Yeah, I love it too. I really love it, really love it. I've even worn it once in the summer, which was a big mistake because it's absolutely boiling. I really wanted to wear it.
There's something definitely, I think, about vintage clothes, about how warm they are. So I've got a vintage faux fur that is from kind of late 70s, early 80s, and it's massive. It is the biggest thing. And unless it is below 0 degrees,
I'll wear it.
the only thing I can wear under it is a vest top because I will die from sweating. It is the hottest thing I've ever owned. It's like it's heated somehow.
I think it's just the quality. I think things were made better then. I think everything was lined and, just, better quality products, really.
And also, I suppose, not everybody had central heating then. There wasn't that idea that you were constantly going from hot to cold and hot to cold like we are now. It's very much that it was, in the winter, it was just cold. So you just had better quality things on. Now, are you somebody who spends quite a lot on your wardrobe? Do you have a most expensive piece?
I don't spend a lot. I don't really. I do have a most expensive item, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's I had a voucher, so it's partly paid for I had a voucher, which because I collaborate with some fashion brands, and then I paid some of it towards it myself, and it was in the sale. So what it should have cost, bonus, it should have cost £500, and it was, and I paid a fraction of that, and then part of it was gifted. So it is a beautiful dress. I don't tend to spend a lot on clothes. I used to spend on bags. That would have been my thing before starting my own business. But yeah, I don't really spend, more than a few hundred. I mean, I think probably coats or jackets would be things that I would spend more on. But yeah, this. This dress,
It's
I wore it to
beauty.
a
Where's it
wedding,
from?
one of my best friends' wedding recently.
Where's it from?
Sorry, it's from LK Bennett.
It's really lovely. It's so
It
pretty.
is.
And because it's got that almost like retro kind of 70s feel to it, it's not going to date.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I've already worn it. I've already worn it twice already. And I belted it with like a little leopard belt. And I wore it in the day with trainers and then went on to an evening out and swapped for heels. And I just think, it's something that lately I'm thinking I'm going to wear my clothes, even if they're like, even my really fancy dresses, I'm just going to make sure they get worn and don't just sit in my wardrobe.
I think that's the best ethos to have when it comes to your wardrobe. I'm a big believer in that you don't save things for best. And
Yeah.
actually, if you've bought something, in that moment, you've loved it or you've at least liked it enough
Yeah.
to buy it and spend your money on it. So you should be wearing it. And I think sometimes we have that fear of, well, this was a lot of money, so I definitely shouldn't be wearing this every day. I should be saving this for best. Or sometimes it's that whole thing of, oh, well, is it a bit too much? Is it a bit too over the top?
Overdress. It's the overdress fear, isn't it? It's real.
We shouldn't have that. We should just be free to be overdressed. I'd much rather be overdressed than underdressed.
Yeah. I'm mostly always like overdressed on the school run. I'm not like really fancy, but just everyone else seems to be in like a basic uniform. Like if it's winter, everyone's wearing a black puffer and leggings, and I'll be there in my lilac jacket, and I might wear trainers with it and a jumpsuit, but I'll be looking distinctively different to everybody else.
But I love that. I love that expression. It's saying who you are as a person. I think it makes you approachable. People come and talk to you about your outfit. It's great. We should all be encouraging each other. And I think a big thing is that when you do see somebody out wearing something that might be slightly overdressed or that might be a little bit different, go give them that compliment, whether you know that person or not.
Yeah, I actually did that yesterday to somebody, and she was like, you could tell that she was really made up with that. So yeah, it's a good feeling on both sides.
Now, what's the newest addition to your wardrobe?
So the newest is literally still got the tags on. Is this dress from Lillian Lionel? So it's a leopard print dress. It's like a maxi dress. It's kind of like a bit chiffony, so it's quite sheer. But this is where the magic begins. It's got underneath a matching slip dress. So you can wear it with this. You can wear the slip as a dress on its own, like on holiday or in the sun. And then you can wear this together. And it's also got kind of a frill detail here and a tie, just all my favourite things. The only thing is it's a bit too big for me, but lengthwise, but I am going to make it work. So I thought that I would wear it belted, either with like a knot belt, or that I've tried the trick. Do you know the trick with the bobble where if you go inside the dress and then sort of ruche it? Yeah, magic that is. And it really kind of actually looks like it's part of the dress when you do that, because you've got the layer of the other leopard underneath.
That's so cool. I've not seen any dress with a printed slip underneath it. They always have a plain slip. That's such a great idea. And again,
isn't it? I was actually thinking I will take that slip on holiday, and that would be a great holiday dress.
It makes it so much more versatile, and it's about maximising the use of your clothes, isn't it?
Yeah,
so I think what a great idea. More brands should do that. We would like more printed slips, please.
Yeah, it's probably the cost that puts manufacturers off, but actually I think it would definitely attract more people, because I'm already thinking this is a dress I can wear all year round. No question, and I will.
It's great. Are you quite sentimental about the pieces in your wardrobe?
Yes, very. Is that classed as a hoarder?
No, because I think there's definite pieces that we're not sentimental about, and then other pieces that you really are sentimental about and that you don't kind of let go of. And I think when I look at my own wardrobe, there's definitely little memories kind of sewn in almost to the fabric of all of the clothes. The times when I've worn them, the experiences I've had wearing them, the places that I've been, the people I've met. I think it's a really lovely thing to be sentimental about your wardrobe. Is there a most sentimental piece that you have?
So I have had a lot of clothes from my mum, who has been a big kind of fashion influence for me over the years. And she has kept a lot of things. And so now things that she doesn't fit or that she would no longer wear, she has passed on to me, and I'm very lucky that I've had some lovely things. So this is where I picked two things because I really couldn't decide. So this is a vintage Casherelle linen jacket. It's like a really sort of slim fit. It's really kind of like a bit 70s looking, I think, and it's got like I don't know if you can see, it's got some embroidery on the, am I going the wrong way, embroidery on the pocket, and I absolutely love that. In spite of my love for big oversized, I also really love some, this slim fit. So that was my mum's, so that obviously has sentimental value. And this other one, which is the one that I wanted to show you as well, because I absolutely love, is a silk paisley jacket. It's got like a really sort of detailed little beautiful button, and I just love it.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Both of them are gorgeous. So very
I'm really, really lucky, and I'm just so grateful that I can fit them, because a lot of her stuff I can't fit because she was like tiny. So yeah, they're special because they were my mum's.
I love this. This is gorgeous. I love that you've been able to share in her like fashion sense and wear those things, and that they've been passed on, and that then hopefully when you finished with them, you'll pass them on to someone else, and they'll still continue.
I hope so. I hope one of my daughters is going to want some of these things. At the moment, their style, they're different. My elder daughter is 14, and she's just like, yeah, we're in completely different places style-wise. She doesn't think much of most of the things I wear. I'm hoping that might change.
She'll grow out of it. It'll be fine. She'll grow into it. She'll be, it'll be all good. What is the piece in your wardrobe you would say most sums you up?
This was really hard, really, really hard, because I would say that you might find me in, like, one day a minimal dresser, the next day maximalist. I really struggled, and I thought, should I? Do wear a lot of jumpsuits, which are really quite plain with trainers, but actually, I probably would always add something a little extra on top. So I thought that this was something that I could show you, which is it's an embroidered jacket. So I love jackets. You might have noticed that they feature heavily on my rail already. And I love the difference that throwing on a jacket at the end can make to a simple outfit underneath. And this has got beautiful embroidered sleeves. They're quite sort of balloon sleeves, but it's actually really light. So I think from spring onwards, I'll wear this almost like in the house as an extra layer, or as a layer for the day. And then it's a jacket sort of, when you need it, but it's actually really nice and light. And that is from Mabe.
The embroidery is beautiful. I think it's just so beautifully done, that gorgeous kind of detailing, and then you're able to pick those colours out in whatever other outfit you're wearing, and like you say, it really just finishes an outfit off.
Yeah, absolutely. I think because it's navy, I wear it with other things. So I've worn it with like leopard jeans, I've worn it with other florals that shouldn't work but do if you put them together, and kind of clash the prints a bit because it's just quite subtle. But I do love jackets, and I just love the fact that this is a little bit extra.
Yeah, you've got to be a bit extra sometimes. It's just got to be done. Wardrobe malfunctions and fashion faux pas definitely happen to us all. I have yet to find somebody who doesn't have an answer to this question. And if I do find them, I think they're going to be a mythical being, because I think this kind of stuff happens to all of us. Definitely some more than others. There's definitely some of my friends where their wardrobe malfunctions are fewer and far between, and mine seem to happen on the daily. But do you have one you'd like to share?
So I had two that I thought of. So one was that I was out. I must have been in my early to mid 20s. I was out and I had a strapless top on, and somebody who was in the group, a boy who was out with us in the group that we were in, thought it'd be really funny to pull my top down on the middle of a dance floor. And he's gay, so he wasn't doing it he didn't want to see my boobs particularly, but everybody else did, and I was just absolutely mortified. And for years it gave me a fear of wearing strapless tops without an extremely tight bra.
Oh my goodness, that would be
Yeah, it was
properly
horrible. It was
traumatic.
really horrible, actually. And he just thought it was funny. We didn't realise how much it had upset me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's a traumatic.
Yeah, it was
Like,
traumatic. It was.
and also that's not a fashion faux pas on your behalf. That was something that
No,
was to you.
that's
So
a wardrobe malfunction, though, isn't it?
yeah, that's not ideal. I'm yeah. Shame on him. Bad karma for him. That's not cool. What was the other one?
So the other one, I ummed and on about whether to say this. I'm going to say it. So I did a season in Ibiza when I was in my early 20s, and I was one of the jobs that I had was dancing at Manumission, and we had to dress up in fancy dress every week. And I was 1 week I was dressed as a nurse, and we had to. It was always a little bit, a little bit sexy. So I was. And the problem is there is evidence. I probably should have brought it to show you, but maybe not. I was on the front cover of Mixed magazine in a nurse's costume with my bra fully, like pretty much fully on show. But my bra was like just a white push-up bra. It wasn't anything cool. It wasn't anything fancy. Anyway, I look back on it makes me a little bit, ooh, but
We've all had those moments, I think, particularly in photos, where you're like, why did nobody tell me that was on show? Like,
oh no,
why?
this was fully meant to be on show. It was like a Wonder Bra thing, it was meant, yeah. This is fully meant to be on show.
That's so different. You should just be embracing that. I'd be posting that on Instagram going, look at me, I was hot dancing in Ibiza and I had the cover of Mix Mag. That is, yeah. I'd be all over that. That's an achievement, not an photo. What are your favourite shoes?
My favourite shoes. Right, this was hard again, but then, yeah, I've gone with my most worn shoes, and they're whoops. I feel like they're they're vintage. There's a lot of vintage, you'll note, in my wardrobe. So these are vintage cowboy boots. They were originally from Topshop, which seems strange that you can have vintage Topshop. And I've had them for about 4 years, I think. And I just wear them loads. I wear them all year round. They're really comfy. They seem to get better with age. I just love them.
I think that's great when you have a vintage piece that just ages really, really well. I think that's the real perk of having something that's real leather, is that the more you wear it, the better it gets.
It doesn't make any difference. Yeah, you could go and trash them and they'd still be fine.
Is there a dream fashion item that you don't yet have that you would love to own, irrespective of cost or price?
Irrespective of price, there is and I never know whether I'm saying it right, Bottega, Bottega. It's like a blue, it's like a denim blue suede woven shirt. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely stunning. It's like you would wear it as a jacket, or you could wear it as a shirt, but it's absolutely beautiful. But it's like $5,000.
Oh!
Just a lot for a jacket in my book, anyway. So it probably won't be ever arriving in my wardrobe.
Oh, you never know. The universe might find you one at a sample sale, or one might pop up on eBay randomly. You never know. I do think, though, that Bottega's quality is unreal. I waited years and years for the perfect Bottega weave handbag to come on eBay in my budget range. And oh my God, when one popped up, I snapped that up so quickly. I've never moved so fast in my life. And the quality of this thing is just unbelievable. It's beautifully made.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I do like that.
It sounds fabulous. I think, hopefully the universe will be listening and will sort that out for you, because it sounds great. And you're a jacket lover. It'd get a lot of wear.
Yeah, I am a jacket lover, definitely. Yeah.
To finish on, is there a piece of fashion advice that you would have given to your younger self?
Oh, yes, there definitely is. And this almost made me feel a little bit, not emotional, but I just feel like on so many occasions I doubted myself. I didn't wear things because I didn't have enough confidence. And I would just say, just wear it. You look great. Have confidence in yourself. Just don't worry about what other people think or what everybody else is wearing. Just go with your gut feeling because it's the right one.
That is great advice, because I think so often we are so swayed by the idea of other people's judgment or what other people are going to think, or what everybody else is wearing. Should we be wearing things to fit in? And actually,
Yeah.
a lot of the times they don't work for us. We should go for the things that our gut yearns for. That we're just like, actually, I really want to wear that, but I'm not going to because somebody might say something. And life's too short. I genuinely think nobody cares. And I think we would look back on the memories and go, oh my God, I remember being in my teens, in my 20s, wearing the most fabulous thing and feeling amazing in it.
Yeah.
You could ask your peer group from the time, going, do you remember that time when I wore that thing? And they'd be like, no. Whereas in our minds, we're like, oh no, they're going to remember this thing that I've worn forever and I'm never going to live it down and it's going to be terrible. And it's like, it's not the way at all. We should just wear the things.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think I've got more confident as I've got older. I feel like there was a dip in the middle where I lost my confidence. I feel like I was quite confident in my late teens and very early 20s, around when I was at uni. And then I feel like I lost it for a bit, and I didn't always have the confidence to wear what I wanted to, and I felt like I needed somebody else to say that it looked okay before I would wear it. And I feel like now I'm happy to just wear it. I'm happy to go with my gut feel.
And I think there's real natural ebbs and flows to our style, and we should be okay kind of riding those waves rather than just thinking that we're always on an upward trajectory or that we're always just balanced out. I think there's definite ups and downs in your style, as there is with everything else. There's definite periods where we look back and go, that was not a good style period for me.
Yeah, and it can be to do with where you're working. If there's a certain dress code at work, it could be to do with who you're hanging out with, what you do in your spare time during that period of your life, or if you've got kids, if you're pregnant. Any of those things might have an impact on how you're dressing. I know they definitely all did for me.
Yeah, same for me. I remember having a little period where I'd had a business fail and it kind of ruined a relationship between a friend and I. And after that, I just lost all colour in my wardrobe.
Why?
But not the style. I was still wearing things that were really quite stylish, but just really colour averse. I just went into the kind of beige phase where everything was beige. Everything was beige. That's all I was wearing, was just beige. Everything was so neutral. And I'm like, what a weird thing.
Do you think you didn't want attention? Do you think you felt that the colours brought attention? Or
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just seemed to go through this really beige kind of era of just not wearing colour. And I don't know whether it was because of what happened, whether that brought it on. But I just think it was a natural, like one of those ebbs and flows. And then I got out of it and I went back into colour again and felt much happier. I think it's just, it's weird to look back on when you have those moments.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe you were more in mourning and it was your version of black.
Yeah. Yeah, quite possibly. It was the summer, so it was quite hot. Maybe I was like, it's too hot for black. Maybe I'm just going to go beige. I'll just blend in with all the walls. It'll be fine. Oh my goodness. Well, it's been an absolute delight hearing all of your stories and having a look through your wardrobe. You have some absolutely glorious pieces in there. For anybody that's interested, I am going to put in the show notes all the links where you can find Keira and her gorgeous brand, Scott and Samuel. But thank you so much for being on Off the Hanger.
Thank you for having me. It's been great. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that chat. If you did, please remember to check out some more episodes of Off the Hanger.